Let's bring in Simone Sanders, CNN political commentator and a Hillary Clinton supporter, and Betsy McCoy, former lieutenant governor of New York and a Donald Trump supporter. Good morning to
Good morning.
Good morning.
Simone, let me start with you. How does a discussion in a place like Harvard, I mean, of all places, get down to this level?
Well, you know what? When tensions are high and emotions are still high, look, I think on both sides, it was a really nasty general election campaign. Like we have to, from all sides, we were having conversations and still are about white supremacy and racism. We didn't get to have any real policy conversations. You know, Donald Trump trotted out the women who had accused former President Clinton.
Yeah, I don't want to rehash all of the issues there. I just want to, how did this kind of a Harvard setting devolve into what was a verbal fistfight?
For all the reasons I just listed, because the tensions were still high.
So emotions are still there.
Emotions are still high, and there are real questions on a real disagreement from both sides, actually, as to how Donald Trump actually ascended to be the 45th president of the United States of America.
Okay, well, let me bring in Betsy, and before I do, I want to play a little bit more sound from this forum.
Listen, you guys won. That's clear. You won the Electoral College. That's the currency.
That was the fight, right?
Let's also be honest. Don't act as if you have some popular mandate for your message. The fact of the matter is that more Americans voted for Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump. So let's put it in total context.
And there was nothing that said the road to popular vote anywhere. Hey, guys, we won. You don't have to respond.
Okay.
I mean, seriously,
No.
hold on. Why is there no mandate? You've lost 60 congressional seats since President Obama got there. You lost more than a dozen senators, a dozen governors, 1,000 state legislative
about this election,
No, you said there's no
Kellyanne.
mandate.
All right, so I guess what Simone's saying, Betsy, you know, emotions are clearly still raw. This was a very hard-fought campaign, and there are still many issues that we are left with a question mark. But don't you think the Trump campaign should be, gracious in victory?
I think the Trump campaign has been very gracious in victory, but what disturbs me the most is to see the Democratic Party leaders and spokespeople like Simone are still making false accusations of racism, in fact, behaving like racists themselves. For example, when the Trump campaign nominated Senator Sessions to be Attorney General, he is a civil rights hero. And yet right away they tried to accuse him of being a racist.
Betsy,
I even hear Simone say that a white person should not lead the Democratic Party. What could be more racist than that?
Okay, so hold on, please, Simone. We're trying not to get back to the campaign. I'm trying to get Betsy. I just asked, can the campaign be gracious in accepting its victory? You gave me one line, and then you went into the criticism.
The Democratic Party making false accusations of racism, and one reason Donald Trump won is that Americans are sick and tired of reverse racism, and that's what they heard from Hillary Clinton from the beginning. She would go in front of audiences and tell black people that they are the victims of systemic racism, and that was a lie.
Betsy,
all right, Betsy, let's stop there. Simone, hold on. Simone, hold on a second, please. I will let you respond. You don't have to shout over me both. Go ahead, Simone.
People of color in America are victims of systemic racism. And I really think it's important to note that while the Trump campaign, yes, they won. Donald Trump is going to be the next president. There's still some real underlying issues. The rhetoric that the campaign elevated, these fringe elements that they brought into mainstream, like these are things that people in America are still dealing with. That is why we are having conversations about racism and white supremacy. And the Trump campaign and the Republicans have to at least own that so we can move forward.
No, we don't own it because those accusations of white racism are false.
Betsy, is there a way you can listen to a counter argument, not shout back?
I did listen to it, but I don't appreciate these accusations of racism because they are untrue, and the only reason that people like Simone constantly label their opponents as racist is they don't have an argument they can win on the merits.
It's not a matter of people like Simone. There are legitimate reasons Jeff Sessions was questioned. There are serious concerns about racism that was raised on the campaign trail. But we are out of time. Thank you both.
Betsy
Simone
just
Sanders
bees-peopled
and
me.
Betsy McCoy, thank you very much.
Thanks.